once again welcome back to the program. ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਸੈਗਮੈਂਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਰਿਕੀ ਸ਼ੈਟੀ ਨਾਲ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਪੇਰੈਂਟ ਨੇ। ਆਮ ਤੌਰ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਪਰਵਰਿਸ਼ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਮਝਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਮਾਂ ਜੋ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਹੀ ਸਹੀ ਪਰਵਰਿਸ਼ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ, ਪਰ ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਵਿਸ਼ੇ 'ਤੇ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਕਿ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਫਾਦਰ ਜੋ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਚੰਗੀ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਿੰਗ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ। ਇਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਰਿਕੀ ਸ਼ੈਟੀ ਦੇ ਕੁਝ ਬਲੌਗਸ ਵੀ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਤਾਬ ਵੀ ਲਿਖੀ ਹੈ ਜਿਸ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਹੈ ਵਿਜ਼ਡਮ ਫਰॉम ਡੈਡੀਜ਼। ਆਓ ਇਸੇ ਸੰਬੰਧ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਰਿਕੀ ਸ਼ੈਟੀ ਨਾਲ। ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ ਦ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ।
Thanks so much for having me on today.
Thank you. So a little bit about yourself. You are a father of 2 children and you are happily married also. Generally we, kind of when it's to talk about guidance about how parenting is to be done, we go to mothers. But now what prompted you to jump into this field and you have started giving advice from the father's perspective as to what a right kind of parenting can be?
Yeah, that's a great question, and you're right. Traditionally, the role of the parenting has been very geared towards moms.
Right.
But I think it's very important for us dads to be actively involved. I mean, us dads usually are the providers, the protectors. They're the ones making the money and providing for the family. But I think what kids really need is not only the money provision, but the time provision.
Right.
So I think kids really need the quality time with dads. And when I was going to be a dad for the first time, I was looking for resources.
Right.
And I couldn't find many resources written from dads for dads.
Okay.
So because I couldn't find many resources, I ended up creating them. So I have my blog, daddyblogger.com. I have the book. And I also have a group locally in Vancouver where dads can come together and learn from other dads.
Wow, that's interesting. So what is special, when we talk about parenting and especially from the dad side, what would be your recommendations and what needs to be looked into?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I think we know the roles are slightly different, right? So the moms are usually the nurturers, they're the caregivers, and the dads have been the providers, protectors. But what my theory is, I think what kids really need from us dads is to be the helping form their identities. And that's really by affirming our kids.
Right.
So like speaking words of affirmation to them, helping guide them, helping direct their paths for their future. Because if there's not a dad present, they're going to be looking for that identity from maybe movie stars or music stars or from peers or from unhealthy options.
Right.
So if we have a strong, stable family environment at home, they're not going to be looking from the outside world for validation.
Right. As you said, culturally we are brought up in this kind of environment where mothers are the nurturers and mothers are the ones who are looking after the children. Could you tell us a little bit, in these countries it is equal, the roles are changing and should be also. Why not a father also looks into it? So again, as you said about various things, what prompted you to write this book? You didn't find the resources? Did that was the reason, or your own parenting skills which you started learning from your own children?
Yeah, that's a good question too. So I think the way we parent is really the way we've been parented from our own parents, right? So my own backstory is that my parents end up not having the best marriage possible.
Right.
And there's a lot of domestic violence in South Asian families. And unfortunately, in our case, there was a lot of domestic violence, adultery, etc. So my family ended up separating. And that left me quite broken because who gets affected most by divorce?
Right. Of course, the children.
Yeah, the kids, right?
Yeah.
So I was actually really shy. Now you look at me, I'm pretty outgoing. But in high school, I was very shy, very introverted, very insecure. And you look at a lot of South Asian families who've had a divorce in their family or maybe unhealthy family figure. They'll go to join gangs and they'll maybe go into bullying, etc., right? So they're looking for that male affirmation, but they're looking at it in the wrong, unhealthy means.
Right.
So part of my journey was really healing my own brokenness from my parents' divorce, and now I feel I've healed it, and I'm creating a different future for my kids.
Right.
So I don't have to repeat the same mistakes. I can form a different future, so my kids can have a good dad, can have a good family, can have the best lives possible, and it starts with home.
Okay, so Ricky, when we talk about being a good dad, you have interviewed 100 dads. So if you can summarize as to what does good dad mean, could you elaborate on this?
Sure. There's so many ingredients of what a good dad is, but I boil it down to like the top 3 tips for being a good dad. I would say primarily it's really to support our wives.
Right.
Because it's a hard job raising kids, especially if the mom's maybe a stay-at-home mom, or nowadays a lot of moms are working too.
Right.
And then a lot of daycares are raising our kids, which is also, I don't think, super healthy for kids. I think really they need mom and dad to raise kids.
Right.
So I think what we can do as dads is really be supportive. And it's simple things like maybe coming home with some takeaway dinner, or helping out with the laundry or the cooking, stuff we normally don't do in traditional Indian families.
Right.
But I know when I do that for my wife, it changes our whole marriage. It changes our relationship. And I'm actively involved in the household stuff too, right? So I think just those small acts of kindness will really help not just the kids but also the marital relationship. So I would say first support your wife.
Right.
Then I think it's really important to spend quality time with your kids.
Right.
And if you have multiple kids, it's really important to spend quality time with each of them. So if you have a son, hang out with the son alone. If you have a
Right.
daughter, hang out with the daughter alone. So having that individual daddy-son time or
Right.
daddy-daughter time.
Okay.
And I would say the third is really the words we use is
Right.
really important to affirm the identities. There's a really good book. It's called The 5 Love Languages, where
Okay.
it talks about like how do kids express love and how do parents express love towards kids. And sometimes it's through gifts, giving gifts to the kids. Sometimes it's like physical touch, so hugging, kissing. Sometimes it's just those words. So like if you have a daughter, you're telling her she's a princess.
Right.
Or if you have a son, it's really affirming his masculinity, his strength.
Right. So
And,
those empowering words can make the difference.
Absolutely, those
Wonderful.
words and even that touch, right? I think kids need that hugs from dad,
Right.
And also the maybe the bedtime stories, or just being with them. I think that's the real important thing at the end of the day.
Great.
Because you see a lot of kids when they grow up, they're like, I had a good dad, he provided financially,
Right, but
he
not
wasn't there for me."
emotionally and not the way you are talking. The roles have changed, and we also need to understand. It was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much. And as I really appreciate this, what you have come out with, because times are changing. We also need to change. Husband and wife both are the pillars of the home, and if they both are strengthful, definitely results also will be good in the form of good children, and we can really bring a good society. Thank you and best wishes.
Thank you so much.